Hi, I'm Ray of INFRA, Intelligence Framework. If you go to Administration and System, we have a bunch of links that can be useful, including we can check our IP. I didn't show you tests for privacy now, just because there are many information. But the main IP is basically this. So here in the footer, we see the IP address that we use on the internet. Here is also an interesting link, the dark VM. That VM is basically a virtual machine that we have only using Tor network. So even if we see the same IP here of the original one, we can see that instead the IP here is different. So it changed. Why? Because this one is using Tor. If we reload the page, we probably have another IP. Every few seconds we can have another IP. We can also open other tabs and we will see another IP address. So it is because this machine that we have in the pop-up is using the IP of Tor. And so it's not showing you the original IP. So it's not showing also to the target the original IP. So it makes us anonymous, basically. Remember that we don't really need to use the full dark VM because we can use our main machine doing the normal test. And when we have to scan with the dark machine, we just use darknet. This link with this logo would basically do just a scan using the virtual machine, but we will have it here in this interface. What is set the virtual machine that is using the Tor network? That means it's using also a TOR Gateway. Here in Dock settings, we can modify this one and set the IP that will pop up, that will be used in all the scan. So we better don't change it if we don't know what to do. But it will basically be the same IP used here in Scanboard that we see in Darknet and the same one that we use here in DarkVM. There is not the same IP we have. Here is just a redirection, just for us to be, easy to do it, just to be quick. As we see now, the IP is again different than before. So the original is 101. It was something like 80 something. Now it's 45 something. So it's all different. We can close it. Let's open again. Still 45, but if we wait a bit, it will change. So let's wait a bit. So basically, sometimes, is just changing the IP address for more security. And the IP that is shown here is the final IP that we use to reach internet. So refreshing again. We open again the page. And we see the IP 185. So change it again. It was 45. So this machine is using Tor network, so the deep web or dark web, to connect to the internet. And we can use this virtual machine that is connected to our main platform. We don't really need to create dark VM. We can use it just doing a scan from Scanboard darknet.